When it comes to YouTube, there is such a thing as knowing too much when you don't know what to do with the information yet, or doing too much. And even though it might seem like it's the right thing to do at the time, I'm gonna tell you why learning more or doing more might actually cause you to quit YouTube. And we're starting right now. What is going on? My name is Nick. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to grow your channel, make videos, and all types of other YouTube related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. As a content creator, it's really easy to get caught way down here in the weeds when it comes to information and what it is that you need to be doing on YouTube because there's just so much of it. What cameras do you get? What lenses do you get with the cameras to make sure that everything looks good? What lighting do you have? What kind of thumbnail should you use? Should you use text in your thumbnail? Should you not? How long should your videos be? Like all of these questions that content creators have, especially when you're first getting started on the platform, can really lead to you seeking out a lot of information that can end up being extremely overwhelming, or it can just be a lot of information. But all of that information and all of the efforts that you put in can actually come at a serious cost if it's not the right time. So I'm gonna tell you what you need to do to avoid becoming too stressed or too pressured or so overwhelmed that you want to quit YouTube. And for what I'm getting ready to tell you, write these down. Put them on a Post-it note if you have to, or put them on a notepad, set it by your computer so that you can see this on a regular basis so that you can make sure that you are not making these mistakes. The very first thing that you need to do is you need to pace yourself. And I know that as a content creator, you know, it's like, hey, if you want something, you got to go after it. Or hey, if you want to accomplish something, then you need to go after it and you need to grab it. You need to make it happen. That's legit. However, that can come at a cost, like I was saying before. So what you want to make sure that you do is you want to make sure that you pace yourself, because at the end of the day, mixing YouTube with a job, or YouTube and school, or YouTube and family, or YouTube and a job and school and family, you know, all of that can end up taking up a ton of time. And because of it, you can end up causing problems with your family. You can end up causing problems at your job because you're not getting enough sleep because you stayed up until 2 in the morning working on YouTube videos. You know who I'm talking to. It might be you. But doing too much at the wrong time can cost you everything. So because of that, it's really important to make sure that you're pacing yourself, that you think in your brain, hey, YouTube is a long-term thing. It's a long game. So because of that, I'm going to pace myself. Even though I want to put out daily content, even though I want to put out content twice a week or 3 times a week, pace yourself, because until you get into that rhythm, it can really put a cramp in your lifestyle. Like instead of trying to do everything all at once, pace yourself and learn how to edit your videos in a way so that you can edit quicker. Learn how to record your content in a way. Spend that extra time learning how to record your content in a way so that when you get to the editing room, you can edit your videos quicker. But the idea is the more you pace yourself, the more you settle in and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna make this a thing, but I gotta make sure that I do it smart so that I don't burn myself out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that I'm spending the right time doing the right things instead of trying to do everything at once. I'm gonna pace myself, settle in for the long haul, and I'm gonna ride this thing out and I'm gonna make it happen that way. Commit to that and it's gonna make your YouTube journey a lot easier. Now, if you're somebody that has tons of free time, totally different situation, feel free to just go all in and go for it. But if you are trying to balance YouTube with a bunch of other things, pace yourself. It's really important for the longevity of what it is that you're doing. The next thing that you wanna do is you wanna focus on what is most important, and that is getting a response from the people that are watching your videos. If your videos are not good by the standards of the people that are watching your videos, everything else will break. If you don't care about growing on YouTube, it doesn't matter. But if you do care about growing on YouTube and you do want to get more subscribers, you do want to get more views, then you have to focus your efforts on making sure that your video content is good, because again, your video content has to be good through the eyes of the people that YouTube is showing your content to. Your viewers, regardless of how many you have, are the judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to the survival of your video on YouTube. And because of that, it is extremely important to make sure that you focus on your video content, because that is what matters way more than the branding that you're putting on your thumbnails, for example. And speaking of titles, your thumbnails and your titles are also something else that matters. So if you are a new content creator, or if you're somebody that's having trouble getting the ball rolling or getting that momentum going, so to speak, then what I want you to do is I want you to focus all of your efforts, everything else, put it to the side and focus all of your efforts on learning how to write good titles, learning how to make good thumbnails, and learning how to get a good audience retention on your videos. Those are the keys to the kingdom. You have to be able to get get people to click on your videos and you have to be able to get people to watch your videos. If you do those things, then YouTube is going to work out fantastically for you. If you can't do those things, or if one of those is broken, then you're gonna have a hard time getting any serious momentum going on YouTube. At least sustainable momentum. The next thing that's important to ensure that you ride this out for the long haul and that you don't just throw in the towel and quit on YouTube is to not get caught up in the numbers. Wait, I know what you're thinking. Nick, of course you're gonna say don't get caught in the numbers because you have people watching your videos already. No, that's not the case at all. The reason that I'm telling you to not get caught in the numbers is because if you get focused on how many subscribers do I have, how many views am I getting on every single video, then that's going to impact you up here. And because as human beings, we create these expectations on what we think our numbers should be. And if our view counts don't meet the expectations that we think that we should be getting, then it can cause us to quit because we start thinking, well, wait a minute, I should have at least X amount of views on this particular video because I think this is a good video because I put in so much work in this video and so on. You know what I'm talking about. So because of that, it's really important to make sure that you don't get caught up in the numbers. If you focus on making the video content good, right? Those are the numbers. If you're gonna get focused on any numbers, get focused on your audience retention numbers because those are going to matter. If you're focusing on numbers, get focused on your impressions that YouTube is giving you and get focused on the click-through rate that is happening on your thumbnails because those numbers matter. Everything else, that all will come if you focus on making good videos and you focus on making good thumbnails and titles that people respond to, okay? So instead of getting focused on how many subscribers you have or how many views you're getting per video, focus on making the good content, looking at your audience retention and seeing how many people are getting, halfway through your video. Look at your thumbnails and see how many people are clicking on your thumbnails compared to how many people YouTube is showing it to, right? You wanna make sure you're looking at those numbers because if you get caught up in the numbers that don't really matter, how many subscribers I have, how many views am I getting on this video, then it can drive you crazy and it can make you not want to keep going on YouTube. And again, I want to reemphasize the fact that if you focus on making good videos that people enjoy and you focus on making titles and thumbnails that people click on, all the other stuff is going to come. Because if you're making good content that people respond to, then YouTube is going to show it to people more. People are going to enjoy it more. And if they're enjoying it more, then they're going to end up subscribing more and sharing it with other people and so on. So if you focus on those things, then you're going to do better here on YouTube and you're not going to want to quit because you're going to be getting those results, right? So if you don't focus on the numbers that don't matter and you focus on the numbers that do matter, then it's going to get you a lot further than just focusing on your subscriber and view counts. Now, if you're new to YouTube, I have an entire playlist you can watch right here of other mistakes content creators make. So go ahead and click on that now. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.